Hi everyone, my name is Grace and today I'm working through the AQA GCSE Maths Foundation Paper 1 Non-Calculator from 2021. In this video I'll be completing questions 16, 17, 18 and 19. I hope you enjoy the video. A password has 30 characters. It's made up of 5 numbers, 15 letters and some symbols. Work out the ratio numbers, letters, symbols. Give your answer in its simplest form. Okay, so one of these marks is definitely going to be for having our answer in its simplest form, so let's not forget to do that. So we know that the total number of symbols is going to be 30 minus 5 minus 15. So that's going to be 10. So there are 10 symbols. So that's going to give us a ratio of 5 numbers to 15 letters to 10 symbols. So we can divide that whole ratio by 5 to get us 1 to 3 to 2. Because 5 divided by 5 is 1, 15 divided by 5 is 3, and then 10 divided by 5 is 2. Question 17. Work out 5 over 6 plus 7 over 12. Give your answer as a mixed number. Okay, so we know that this is probably going to become a top-heavy fraction that we're going to have to convert into a mixed number at the end. So let's first get our common denominator. So lucky for us, 12 is a multiple of 6. So what we can just do is if we take 5 over 6 and we times it top and bottom by 2, then we're going to get 10 over 12. So then we can do 10 over 12 plus 7 over 12 to get us 17 over 12. So now to convert this to a mixed number, we have to realise that 12 over 12 is going to be equal to 1. So, and then 17 minus 12 would give us 5. So our mixed number is going to be 1 and 5 over 12. Okay, question 18. The cost of making a phone call is a fixed charge and a charge per minute. So the cost of phone calls up to 5 minutes are represented by this graph. Write down the fixed charge. So the fixed charge is going to be when you've had 0 minutes of phone call. So that's going to be where the graph intersects the y-axis. So it's going to be this 20 pence here. Part B, work out the charge per minute. Okay, so we might have to go back to the graph for this. So this is going to be the gradient from 0 minutes to 1 minute and the gradient from 1 minute to 2 minutes, etc. So if I get rid of some of my drawings, so we can see that if I zoom in a little bit, we can see that if you go across to the number 1, then the graph goes up 4 of these little squares. So this big square here, for example, that represents 10 pence. So each one of these little squares, because there's 5 of these little squares in a 10 pence box, so each one of these little squares is going to represent 2 pence. So we've gone up 4 of these little squares, so we're going to have 8 pence per minute. That's the gradient of the graph. So you might want to write some of that working down on here. So you might want to say little square equals 2 pence or something like that to show that you've done some work on the graph and the examiner will see the working out you've done on the graph as well. 18C. Work out the cost of a phone call lasting 7 minutes. So this graph only goes up to 5 minutes. So we know that 5-minute call costs 60 pence because that's what the graph tells us. So for 2 more minutes, we're going to be adding 2 sets of 8 pence because the charge is 8 pence per minute. So we're going to have 60 pence plus 2 times 8. So that's going to be 60 pence plus 16 pence, which is going to give us a total of 76 pence. Okay, question 19. A company sells bags of toffees and bags of mint. Here are the number of sweets in 11 bags of toffee and the number of sweets in 10 bags of mints. So it's not a set number in each bag. It might be something to do with, like, they might measure the weight, but you might have, they're not all going to be the same size in terms of toffee and mints, so different weights might actually be made up of a different number of toffees from one bag to the next. So the average number of sweets per bag is at least 50. That's the company's claim. Using medians, is the company's claim correct for each type of sweet? So, to work out the median, we want to order the data from smallest to largest and then find what the middle value is. So for the number of toffees, let's find the smallest value. So the smallest value is this 47, I think. So we'll have 47, then the next smallest value is 49. There are two of those. Then we have 50, so I'll just cross them off as I'm writing them down. We've got two 50s. Then we've got 51, then a 54, then three 55s. And then the highest value is 57. So now to find the middle value, let's cross off one from each side. So this time the middle value is 51. So in that case, yes, the average median is over 50, so at least 50. For the mints, let's do the same thing. So the lowest value is 46, let's start with that. Oh, actually, you might notice that this one's already in order, so I won't write it down. Let's just get straight to crossing. We'll do the crossing up here on this bit. So we have 46 on this side, 54. We'll keep going till we get to the middle. So in this case, we have got 48 and 50 as the two middle values. So to find the median, we're going to take the middle value of those two. So we're going to have the middle of 48 and 50 is obviously going to be 49. So in this case, the median is not going to be at least 50, so the company's claim is going to be incorrect. That's it for today, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the video.